Slow and steady wins the race. It's a famous proverb. It's probably true, unless, of course, you're talking about athletics. That's one arena where being slow doesn't help. Recently, the world saw this in action, the slug-paced kind, thanks to a Somali runner. The Summer World University Games were held in China this week. The competition included a 100-meter dash. Now, a clip of that race has gone viral, and this sprinter from Somalia, Nasra Ali Abukar, is making news all over the world, but for all the wrong reasons. See it for yourself. As soon as the starting gun is fired, Abukar falls behind. Within 6 seconds, she's trailing far behind. So far behind that she soon disappears from the camera frame. Eventually, everyone crosses the finish line, but Abukar flounders about 10 seconds behind. She's at about half the speed of her closest competitor, and even though she finishes dead last, she does a little skip in the air. Full marks for confidence, we say. She looked pleased with herself. But the spectators did not share this feeling. And now this video is making rounds on social media. There's disbelief, ridicule, and anger. Abukar has drawn harsh criticism. Her performance has triggered a number of questions. Why was she representing Somalia? Is she even an athlete? Who approved her participation? Somalians can't help but feel a twinge of betrayal. They say it reflects poorly on their country, and they're not wrong. It's not just about the embarrassingly slow run, though. Abukar has stirred a controversy in Somalia for another reason, too. She gave no evidence of any background in elite athletics. Her entry is not even on the World Athletics database. So how did she make it to the team? How did she make it to these games? Nepotism, apparently. Reports say Abukar is the niece of a Somali athletics official. This claim has not been verified so far, but it is making waves across social media, and the rage is palpable. The Somali Athletics Federation has announced an investigation. They will investigate how Abukar found a place on the team. Somalia's sports minister has also publicly apologized about what happened. The chairwoman of the Athletics Federation in the country has been suspended. She's been accused of nepotism. If found guilty, she will be facing legal action. Does this story surprise you? Or does it evoke a sense of cynicism and resignation? Because nepotism is as old as social power games. Nepotism is the abuse of power. Nepo babies are known to flourish in practically every industry. But since we're talking about sports, let's focus on sports. Look at the NBA. It is filled with sons of former players, at least 35 of them, including Steph and Seth Curry, Devin Booker, and Klay Thompson. Bronny James is also likely to declare for NBA draft next year. He's the son of this generation's basketball GOAT, LeBron James. Now, success in a sport does not require a parent who played it too, which is obviously true, but it sure does help, both in terms of nature and nurture. Children of sports veterans grow up thinking and talking about the sport. They see it play out in front of them. And it's not surprising that they would want to be part of it. It's also not shocking that their parents would want to train them. They have an innate sense of what the child needs, both on and off the field. That's a big differentiator. But not the problem. The problem arises when such a privilege is taken advantage of, when Nepo babies get a leg up, no matter their skills, or when they unfairly benefit from industry connections. Many call Sharif O'Neal a clear example of this. He is the son of Shaquille O'Neal, one of the greatest NBA players. Sharif failed to make the draft this past summer, but anyway ended up getting a 6-figure deal with the G League. What is this if not nepotism? Becoming an athlete means laying it all out on the field. It all comes down to your skills as a sports person. Nepotism will only take you so far. Now, Abukar may have sprinted up the rungs thanks to family connections, but she also ran straight into controversy. A big example of nepotism going wrong. And not just a trending Somalian video, but also a lesson for many. After all, relatives can only do so much for your career.